Hello there, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop this week, and it was a pretty light week for me with only 3 comics, so I grabbed a bunch of free stuff just to have something to show in my video, because most of it's pretty darn useless. I mean, a save the date for the wedding of Selina Kyle and Bruce Wayne. Okay. Nice checklist on the back, but I've always hated the Catwoman Batman romance. It just never rang true to me. I mean, sure, Catwoman is sexy and all, but Bruce Wayne's a millionaire playboy. He's got sexy women all over him all day, and for a guy who was sworn to fight crime so no one else has to go through what he did, why would he ever date a criminal? That just never ever rang true to me, no matter how great Catwoman's leathers were. So I don't read Batman, so DC can do what it wants. Let's see what else we have here. Fight as One. I have no idea what these are, but what this is an ad for. Oh, not even. If it was stiffer, it could be a backing board, but it's not. It's just kind of a little comic-sized poster. Art by Pepe Larraz. Not bad art. She-Hulk and Captain America. And who is this? That's Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange, and Ghost Rider. More Pepe Larraz. So, no idea what these are. We'll have to throw them somewhere. I never know what to do with this free junk after I get it. But it's cool to get it. I'm a sucker for it. I even picked up Free Comic Book Day, Amazing Spider-Man, Nick Spencer and Ryan Otley. May as well give that, I'm a huge Invincible fan, but who cares about Spider-Man? So Ryan Otley on Spider-Man doesn't excite me in the least, but I'll give it a read, see if it's decent. The rest of the back is ads for stuff. Ryan Otley's a solid artist, but, he's on Invincible, he was really, really good, but, on Spider-Man, he's just another Spider-Man artist, so doesn't really stand out. Free Comic Book Day, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers, plus Captain America. Is this that first issue of... I actually borrowed a copy of that first issue of Avengers and couldn't even make it through it. It was just... I didn't like it. There was just too much... I mean, just the scene of Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man sitting around whining about all they just went through made me go, groan. And I also don't like, there are certain Jack Kirby concepts from the 70s that don't work anywhere else for me. Like the Celestials. I love the Celestials in the Eternals because the Celestials, in that original Jack Kirby story represented something you could do nothing about. They were so far above humanity that there was nothing humanity could do about them. They were sort of the immovable. They were a fate that you couldn't control. But once they wrote them into the the regular Marvel universe, they just became another powerful being. So they kind of lost all meaning for me. The Eternals, the Celestials, pardon me. So when the Celestials showed up in the first issue of the New Avengers, I was just kind of like, Not only did they show up, they were all fallen. They just became another power level on the scale of power levels instead of being the immovable object. So, but anyway, that's yet another reason I'm not reading many Marvels or any. And next we have Encounter, issue number 3. I finally got this on my pull list for real. After picking the 2 up off the shelves and not being able to get them on my pull list for automatic wealth, Baltazar Franco with Chris Geruso on the art. And this has been really, really good. The first 2 issues were excellent. It's an all-ages comic, done in ones, but, continued from issue to issue. Encounters this shape-shifting alien and his dog. Can't remember Encounter's dog's name. But just fun. Last issue, they took on a shark that was half fire and half water, like Equinox. What's that? Equinox, that old Marvel villain. Except in shark form. Now they're taking on a woman with ribbons. But the storytelling is excellent. Good writing, lots of jokes. And I'm having a lot of fun with this one. Chris Geruso is a friend of mine. So I've been reading his work for years and years, and this is definitely a high point here because it's been very enjoyable. It's Lions Forge, or Cub House, which is a division of Lions Forge. And if you just want a fun superhero story for all ages, give this one a try because it's good stuff. Encounter, issue number 3. And we also got the latest issue of Usagi Yojimbo, The Hidden, number 3 of 7, or else issue 168, as it says in the inside. Doing the double numbering like Marvel is now. I get Usagi every month. Been getting it every month since 1986 or so. Well, when it's come out. Good stuff. Stan Sakai telling the story. This is he's been doing a lot of detective stories lately. Usagi's been hanging out with Inspector Ishido in town and helping him solve murders and such things. And here we've got murders of the Christians who just came into Japan in this time period. And what can I say about Usagi that I haven't said before? Give it a try because it's always well done. The storytelling is always good. The art is always nice. I have to say the inking on last issue seemed a little weak to me for some reason. It seems up to its usual brilliant standards just looking through this like this, but last issue I noticed the inking was a little thin. I don't know what that was. I really like that drawing of the statue on the cover. That really works very well. Usagi's an excellent book. There's a reason it's been around for 30 years, so check it out. And here we go with our final book, The Wicked and the Divine, issue number 36. Does it say down there? It's really buried. Yeah, there we go. Gillen, McKelvey, Wilson, and Cowles. Guess what? I remember the early issues had these portrait covers. Are we back to portrait covers? I'm not even sure. I can't remember last issue's cover. But this has really picked up lately. It was a slow burn at the beginning, but now things are happening. Looks like we got another flashback here. Gods are living and dying in battles, and we're flashing back to the very beginning of time. Here we're going through time with the woman, because the gods only live for 2 years. And here she is knocking them off. Fighting some of them, I guess. And as we're going through time, she's saying goodbye. Indus Valley, 3219 BC. Looks like that. Oh man, we got a lot of deaths in this one. We'll have to see what's happening. But listen, this is all coming to a head. I think we're in our last year, if not less, of The Wicked and the Divine. So it's been a good story. I can't figure out if I want to read it from the beginning now or wait until it ends or it was within a month of ending and read it all then. It's I always have those decisions to make. But, it's a lot of issues now, so maybe I'll just reread them soon. But anyway, check out The Wicked and the Divine. Available in all sorts of trade paperback and hardcover. The last thing we'll show you some of my background art. These are some on the rough drawings that I just finished. That I found them in a drawer of unfinished drawings. All the black line was done, but I decided to do some color on them. I don't know. These must have been sitting around for a year, if not more. And also, I'll leave a link down below. If you want to see more of my art, I've taken to making videos on Instagram. Like little 1-minute videos. For the last couple of weeks, I've been making, one video a day, showing off some artwork, just stuff I got lying around over the years and has gathered up. So if you're interested in seeing more stuff, check me out on Instagram. The link will be down below. Otherwise, I think it's Art by Osborne on Instagram. But there's a little look at some ink drawings, colored and black.